everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new Burda style flip through. Well, I did skip a month, but I'm making this video now and I hope that I have the time to make a little one also for Burda 12 2025, just because you know what happened with the 2025? I was sick at the moment. I was really sick. And first they put it online only the paper magazine in the e-shop on Burda, and later they added the e-paper. But I was so sick at the moment. At that moment, I did forget also to download the Burda at the time and also my free patterns. So you can imagine how sick I was. But there are some really nice patterns in that one, and I'm going to make a short video for that one too. So today in this video, we are going to take a look at the beautiful Burda January 2026. Well, as you can see here, Happy New Year and all that. Burda is already ending 2025. So we are going to see some interesting patterns. I did take a look in the magazine up front. So I'm using the digital version, of course, of the Burda, where I have that subscription where I get only the digital version of the magazine and 2 free patterns. And for the rest, you know. All right. So I'm going to say again that I'm missing in this in this version, in this digital version, I'm missing the fact that they don't put the fabric, exactly the fabric used in the patterns, as they do in the paper version, where you can see also the weight and all that. So they should, I think I'm going to send them an email. So we have the first Burda of 2026. So let's take a look how we are starting the year. Here you can see a little overview of the patterns. And you can also see here, this one is going to be, I think they are still going to keep on with the anniversary models and with the best ofs. Also in this magazine, there are going to be 4 best ofs, the repeats from all the magazines. And as you can see also here is an anniversary model, as you can see here, page 22, or is model 22, whatever. No, I think it's on the page 22. Okay, here we can see a little bit of an overview. We can see some questionable styling here, you know, if you go skiing with tights, like those tights. Anyway, we are going to take a look. Also, I'm wondering if you are still interested to see the Knip Model magazine flip throughs. Also from there I have the digital version, so we can take a look. My abonnement was ending this at the end of December, so I did take a new one just because I like to have them, and in every magazine there is still at least one pattern that I like to make. I'm sorry, as you can see, I'm still sick. So let's start. We have here, so we are starting with some electric blue patterns, you know, blue stuff. I love blue. So first one is pullover 102, and you know, I was thinking also the Burda Easy came out this month or the end of November, something like that, and also in there is a very similar style to this one. This one is a pretty cropped style, and if you are seeing, I cannot show you here the pattern pieces because I need to go to the Burda Style website, where you can see, if you click on the pattern, you can see there also the pattern pieces, which is really cool. But this one is actually it has 2 pattern pieces, really interesting looking, and this will work really nicely on a pair of pants. This one is made in a knit fabric, right? Yes, in a pair of pants with a little bit higher waistband, or like she's wearing here with the shirt underneath. So this one is a nice one. The one in the Burda Style Easy is a little bit more oversized, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, I'm watching it at here, and let's take a look, because the pattern piece. Where's my pen? The pattern piece is something like this, and let's see, it has a really big piece, and then is also a neckline. But this is actually, this one here is the sleeve, which is going, this one is the underarm seam that is going sewn together. So this one here, this, I think they should have, this one is, you don't have a seam here, as you can see. So this one is a little bit misleading, the technical drawing. You are going to hear a lot of this, I'm sorry. So I like this one, and I'll tell you why, because I'm at the moment I made 3 pair of the new knit pants from Named Patterns. They have them there in a combo, I think, with also with a batwing top and a dress. But the pants, those knit pants, they are just amazing. I made 3 of them. I'm wearing one now. So a pair of a top like this will be really, really nice, because the pants, they have a little bit higher waist band, or they are coming a little bit high, and this one being cropped like this, I think it will work really nicely. All right, next we have pattern 112, which is a dress with let's see what is going on here. We have a raglan sleeve. Oh, I hate raglan sleeves, but there is something with this dress. The dress is looking kind of nice. The fit is, of course, not really great. As you can see, the dart is somewhere here, lost in space. We have something here going on, but that must be something with the fit on the model. I don't think they make the garments to fit the models. We can see here that, let's see, take a look here. There are some darts here going on at the hem, and I think that's also creating the fact that you have here more how should I say, more width on the from the shoulder down, and then it's coming because of this dart, or thanks to this dart, is getting a little bit with a smaller hem. It's a nice dress. This one is made in a stretch fabric. I mean, that's so stupid to put that. I don't know what is that for stretch fabric. I'm pretty sure that we can see that in the magazine, in the in the paper magazine, as there you have the information. If you buy the PDF pattern, of course, also there in the instructions you find the information about the fabric. But I think they should put it here on the first pages, on the model pages, that you can see immediately what kind of fabric it is, or with a little bit more information than only stretch fabric. Next we have a pair of jeans with a really, really wide leg, which will be really easy to adjust, of course. This one is made in a denim with some sparkle in it. I'm not sure if it's a stretch denim or not, but I don't know. I guess not. It's a nice pair of jeans. Well, it's really, really wide. You can use a really fancy fabric and make something out of it. Next, I'm going to take a sip of water. Next we have a skirt, and I'm so confused about this skirt. Like, I'm really am. And I was thinking maybe they messed up in the magazine and they did it well on the website, but also there is, I still don't understand. So, first of all, what is with all these balloon style dresses and skirts and pants? Style Art just brought skirt, pant, and mini skirt with a balloon shape, and I've seen a lot of them. What is with all that? I mean, well, this one, it's a little bit in between, as it has the shape is created by these darts at the bottom. But if you watch here, let's take a look. This is the front of the skirt, right? You have 3 darts there in the front, and this is the back, because we can see the zipper here at the back, and we can also see a slit here. Well, this is definitely the back. They won't put, I think, a zipper in the center front. Why? But then you have here in the text, they say about the slit being in the front, and it's also worn with the slit in the front. But I bet you that this skirt is supposed to be, or is made to be the other way around, as that slit is definitely in the back, because also the zipper is in the back. So unless they put the zipper now in the center front, I think there is something there. But from the technical drawing, I think that slit is in the back. Then we have another really pretty dress here, the dress 104, and this one is made in a nylon viscose. This is definitely woven, I'm pretty sure, and I have a trick, to see if something is made. I want to see something here, they have no hem. But most of the time, if a garment is made in a knit fabric, they will put a double stitching line at the hem. So as you can see here, here is one row, and I'm pretty sure this is made in a woven fabric. This one is a pretty interesting design. I'm pretty sure we've seen this one before, where the armholes, they are really deep, as you can see here, and of course the sleeve is made to fit into these armholes. And I did take a look at the pattern pieces, and there is also kind of a dart going on at the shoulder, just because, as you can see here, this is really a small shoulder line, and of course you need to have over the sleeve, you need to have something to shape it here, and for that they used a dart to, you know, more like in a raglan sleeve you have. So that will give you a really nice fit over the shoulders. As you can see here, the sleeve, you can also see it here, but also here the sleeve has a little slit there. I think you can definitely just sew it all together closed, but I think that if you are making it with a slit, and of course if you move your hands and stuff like that, it's going to get open. I would add some better finishing here at this at the edges, maybe turn double, you know, to have a really nice edge there at the slit when the sleeve is getting open. So yeah, that's definitely something that I will adjust. I really like the shape of the dress, really beautiful actually. Here we have another pattern, and let's see where we can see it. Good. Well, you can see. Let's take a look at the technical drawing first. This one is made in a ponte knit. I love this one. As you can see, it has a pretty dropped shoulder here going on, which is nice, and there are some darts here. There are a lot of darts in this pattern. There are a lot of I think there are 3 darts in the sleeve also, and the side panels, and those little French darts. I hate French darts. You know, I consider myself being really good at sewing darts, but French darts, I really hate those. I wonder if I can just put them in that princess seam so I don't need to sew them. You can see, let's take a look. I think it's not going to focus so well. As you can see here, because you have all those darts, there are 3 darts, I think, at the bottom of the sleeve. You are creating this arched, how you call that, sleeve, which is really beautiful. I really like this top. And they also give the idea to wear like collar that you can embellish with some really nice things and put it over that, under that blouse. Really cool actually. So shirt 103, I like that. All right, next we have blouse 110, and unfortunately they used here really busy print. We can take a look at the technical drawing, and you know, I'm going to say that if I'm watching the technical drawing, I'm pretty sure I've seen this one before, you know, I would be like, I don't know. But if I'm watching this, I really like how that front panel is getting open, and I think they used here press buttons. They are not buttons, which are really nice. You should sew them really nicely. You can see one also here. Let's see. You can see one here. So if you sew these things on your garment, you need to sew them really nicely, because here they are going to get visible here also, you know, when you open the blouse. Definitely, I think you could put buttons probably also, but I really like this this finishing. And I'm wondering, you know, if you don't want to do that, you can definitely put buttons and buttonholes and just leave the upper part without, because if you intend to wear it open like this, I think it's even nicer if you don't put anything on it. So I like this blouse. I really like it. The fabric is also nice actually. What we can see here, monochrome looks. We can see it here, styled with trench coat, and I don't know what is that. Is a skirt something? I don't know. And you know, I'm going to say that also in Burda 12, from last month, I see a lot of pages without, I don't know, inspirational, that's true, but without any sewing related stuff. So we get here to pattern 116, which I really like, but I have a problem with this. Not a problem, because the coat is really nice, but I'm thinking if I'm going to wear this, I'm always, if I have a coat without a collar, I really don't know what to wear. I need to put a shawl or something to get a little bit warm, or you need to think ahead what you're going to wear underneath, because it's going to be seen, of course. I'm sorry. So yeah, I really like this coat. As you can see here, there are some I think these ones are kind of darts that, in combination with the white shoulder on the bodies, then is getting brought in, sewn into the dart here, and then you have this, you know, much like we've seen in the last years, a lot of t-shirts and sweaters with this pleat on the shoulder. I really like this coat. I really love it. But again, I think I would have to think about the color, and I wonder how it's looking without that little belt there, because here she's wearing a belt, she's putting it together, but and also how it would look, because most of the time where I'm wearing my coats open, how this coat will look open. So that's something, but for the rest, I think this is really nice. As you can see, because of the volume that is created here, at the shoulder, also the back gets a little bit more volume, and definitely also the front. This is really beautiful. I really like this coat. Here more blue. I'm not going to make it blue because I have a few blue coats already. And here we get again to that balloon volume stuff. And here we have a jacket. Let's see. There are darts creating all that volume on the sleeves and also at the bottom of the jacket here. And if you buy the PDF pattern, you get this jacket, and you get it also with a longer sleeve. You'll see it later in the magazine. So you get both jackets if you buy the PDF pattern on the website. There are some welt pockets, as you can see, going on here. And let's see, the cuffs, they are made out of ribbing, which is nice. They're double and made out of ribbing. And for the rest, oh, I really hate this fabric. Okay, let's go on. Here we can see again the beautiful blouse from earlier in the ponte knit. This looks so much like, I think from the big five we had a similar pattern or something like that. I cannot remember, but this looks really like I've seen it before. Here you can see a little detail of that shoulder piece, shoulder pleat in the coat, and here we have it again. Oh, I wish it was a picture with the coat open and without that belt. And here you can see the really deep cuff on the blue jacket from earlier. All right, let's go on. Here we get into that pattern of the month, or pattern of the month is more like their anniversary pattern. And it's actually, here we have some, how should I say, a little bit history from Anna Burda. If you are new to Burda, years ago they brought a documentary. I think it was in German. And I have a little video, I think, here on my channel. I really love that documentary, and I don't know if it's really following exactly the reality, but the way it's made, it's really nice to see the beginning of the Burda magazine, and how she started, and how driven she was to bring color and beautiful clothes in people's life. I think that's it's a really beautiful film. You should really search it up, and maybe you can find it somewhere. So the anniversary garment of this month of pattern is this beautiful dress from, and let's see, they say here, where is it, from December 2008. And if you watch on the Burda Style website, you see there also that these days they do put where the repeats are coming from which magazine. So that's really nice. You don't have to look it up yourself. Here we see the dress is really beautiful. It's not something that I will wear, or not that I have somewhere to go to wear a dress like this, but I think it's a beautiful dress nonetheless. It's really beautiful. It has some really nice pleats here on the waist. Of course, make a toile, make it really nicely fit. It's a beautiful garment, definitely. Then we get to some, what is this? This is the ski-chic alpine category. Here we have, this is the jacket that I was saying that it has the same body as the blue one from earlier, the one with the ribbing, the blue one on the cuffs. But here you have it with long sleeves, really nice and warm. I really love this pink. All right. You can see it a little bit better here. Well, you can see it here. Here you can see the technical drawing. Next we have a sweater, and this sweater here is made, the body and the sleeves are made out of, you know, that quilted fabric that you have in a jacket, let's say. And then you have for the collar and the cuffs some knitted fabric, or some knit fabric, which is nice. You can see here technical drawing. Nothing special, really simple, very easy to make. Of course, you can definitely make the whole sweater out of a nice sweater knit to make it really nice and warm. Here we get the skirt. All right, here you have the skirt, and here the skirt does have that zipper in the front. Must be the front. Then they put also in that one, the other one, they put the zipper in the front. It looks crazy. I don't get it, man. Why you should put it? I think in the other one you can definitely put that little invisible zipper in the back and not in the front, and keep the slit in the front. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I can see it why here you put the zipper in the front, but in the other one, no, I'll put the zipper in the back and keep the slit in the front. What do we get next? Next we get this man jacket here, which is nice. This one is going from sizes 46 to 56. It has hood here, and again, if you buy the PDF pattern, you get another option without the hood and with where's my pen? With just a straight color. I think you'll see it in a minute here in the magazine too. It's a nice jacket. It has zippered pockets, zipper in the front, nice fabric. Here we see the blouse from earlier, you know, that the one that was getting closed with press buttons, here and here. Here they added a little drawstring into the neckline, and they made it out of chiffon. This is really beautiful. I mean, I will not go ski. I'm not a ski girl. I'm not very sportive. I'll admit that. I love watching sports on TV, but not doing them myself. But I don't think a chiffon blouse is something that you take with you on a ski trip. But this one is beautiful. I really like that little. Oops. Let's take this away. That little accent here on the neck, on the collar, I think is looking really nice. What you like to do if you make what would be my tip to do when you make a chiffon blouse or something that you can see the seams? Although I love using my serger for everything, I will definitely use French seams also for the side seam of the blouse, and most of them. Take good care on interfaced pieces. Use some silk organza if you can, or some I don't know, interfacing that is suitable for this kind of things, because it's going to be seen. So yeah, and in a case like that, of course, avoid buttons definitely, because you know, interfacing, you really need to have good interfacing if you make buttons. Here we can see the technical drawing of the blouse, and again you can see that little detail there on the neck. And also in the other one they had elastic, if I'm not mistaken, on the at the end of your sleeve, but here they have a little cuff with a slit. This girl is still going skiing with her high heels, which is, I don't know, maybe it's possible. Again, I'm not a sport girl, so I don't know, but probably you can go ski with your heels. Definitely not. And this is a pair of pants. These ones are made in a stretch satin. They're nice. They have a zipper on the side and a little pin tuck here going down the leg. This is a nice pair of pants, definitely. Ooh, I really love the fabric that they used here for this jacket. And this is again the jacket from earlier, but this time, as you can see, with color. You can see it here in the technical drawing a little bit better. Ooh, I like this one. Yeah, definitely a nice jacket. You have some raglan sleeves there, a two-piece sleeve. Yeah, all the details. What do they have? They have a cuff with a little opening there. Let's see here, you can see it a little bit better. Well, where this girl is going with her really pink jacket. All right, then we have here a dress, and I I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking about this dress. I'm pretty sure it uses part of the bodice might be from the blue. I don't know, might be or not. But this dress has some crazy stuff going on here at the hem, and I wonder. I mean, in the technical drawing, is looking really crazy. As you can see, the back is there are a lot of seams here in this dress, but the back is in one piece. But in the front, you have here one. This is going here from the side, so you have one. You have then the center piece, which is like this, and then of course you have here the another triangular piece that is going like this. So it's a lot going on there at the hem. I'm pretty sure you can, if you really like the upper part of the dress, you can just continue this straight like this and you don't have those crazy but if I'm watching it here, it looks kind of okay. It's not looking really crazy, and we can see it a little bit here better. I think it's not bad. This one is also made in a crepe, I think again a woven fabric, but definitely it would be really easy to make those crazy shapes just straight and have there a few slits in the front of your dress. Here you can see, as you can see, it's not a tunnel what I was thinking in the blouse, in the chiffon blouse from earlier, but it's just they just stitched two little ties here. You can see here definitely the stitching lines. It's really nice. I like this detail. It's really simple, but it's really beautiful. Here you can see a detail of that sleeve on the men's jacket from earlier. They have a cup that is getting open, and here the pink jacket completely closed. I love this jacket. Really nice. Again, not something that I will wear or make or whatever, but it's nice. Here is the top pattern of the version of the blue dress from earlier. And I think this is nice because, you can always make the top before you go to make the whole dress. Really nice. And also here you have darts. They are useful. I noticed that, in clip model they do put double row stitching on knit patterns. I see that in Burda they don't, and this is definitely made in a jersey. They also say that it's made in a jersey. All right. That's crazy because this one is made in a jersey, but in the dress they say that they use stretch fabric. So, but that is not necessarily knit fabric. Here they have some tips here on the right on how to work with quilted fabric or with that, multiple layers of fabric. Is that quilted, right? All right, or also how to make it yourself. Is it what they say? Yeah, I think this is what they are telling us, right? Okay, let's go on. I'm not going to spend the time reading. This is something that I really want to try on my machine. Puff, they have now 2 new machines on the market, but I have all these ribbon possibilities on my own machine. And what I really like here, I've never tried them, I will admit that. But I think this is the blouse that we have seen a few times, right? The one with here with the added little ties. And as you can see here, they actually turned the color, and they have here this really nice lacy edge, and that is something that I really want to try on my machine. That's really nice. As you can see here along the front, that front panel also very, very beautiful. Let's see, make them smaller. Here they also say how to do that, and of course to make that lacy edge, we can see it here. It is definitely necessary to use some I think some water soluble stabilizer, that when you wash it, the stabilizer is getting washed away, and then you get only that lacy effect, which is really beautiful. Very nice. Yes, Aqua Magic stabilizer. These are the new machines, which are kind of expensive. They are expensive. I think, if I was to get a machine, I will highly recommend the old Perfect Special 720, the one that I had, and I have a bunch of videos here on my channel, just because that one has, it's nice to have all the stitching and all that. That one has also some floating stitches, and that machine is really a great machine. I'm really sorry I sold mine. because that's, I mean, I have now the creative the icon tool, but if I was to choose one only for sewing, because the icon tool will be mostly for I could use it for embroidery, and I could always have my sewing machine. I have, you know, some smaller ones of course, but the Puff 720, if I was to recommend one, highly recommend it. It has a knee lift, it has the IDT, a bunch of stitches, it's sewing beautifully. So yes, the 720 definitely. Then we have here the pattern of the from the cover dress, which is again made by a designer. I'm not going to try to butcher his name. So here we can see the technical drawing, which is looking kind of interesting. So this will be something really party something that you can make. I think in a dress like this, of course, the most difficult stuff is to get this corset fit really nicely. The skirt won't be a problem, but I think that corset piece is really something that you need to get a lot of to get the work perfect done there. We can see it here in the designer studio, I think, getting worked with on. And I think that's a different fabric than what we get in the Burda, but oh, it's a beautiful dress, but man, it's a lot of work. You can see here the back, it's a corset closure with, yeah, it's nice. The fabric is also cool. Yeah, I would like to have an event to go to make a dress like this. Then we get to some plus size patterns, which I'm going to say that they are kind of lame this month. In the last put, I think they had a few good ones for the curvy patterns. But here we have a really boring sweater dress, I think. I have nothing to say about this. It has a hood, it has some slits here. If you don't have a pattern for this, it's a nice one for you. But man, it's boring. And more boring is this one here. This one is made in a viscose. It's a lot of, you know, talking about white garments, and it's a lot. If you want to see it a bit from close up, I mean, it's, you know, these are the garments that they are looking boring, but they are always very comfortable and nice to wear, you know, and you put it on and it's not a lot of work to get the fit right. But still, you know, I think there are so many out there. Anyway, here we have a jumpsuit, and I must say that I like this one. I have a similar one from Sew Over It, only there the legs are a little bit wider, not so wide, but a little bit wider than what we get here. And of course, what you really want to this will be really nice for summer. And the one I have from Sew Over It, and I'm going to take all those lines away first, I also added, and I don't know if I think, I'm not sure if that was optional or I added myself, I don't know. But you can always add some ties here going from the side seam, and then to have some ties to get a little bit of definition on your waist. That's making a really huge change. And of course, if the legs are also a little bit wider, it's really nice. The only thing that you need to be careful in a garment like this is, of course, the crotch length. So this will be your crotch here. You really need to have enough length here that, you know, that look, she has a really nice length here. It's not going anywhere. That crotch, which is really beautiful. But other than that, yeah, it's that one I like. Then we get to pattern 119 and 100 patterns, 119 and 118. Well, 118, the pants are really easy and very easy. The fabric is nice, and of course, if you have a fabric like this, you don't need other elements. Also, the blouse is actually really pretty, and of course, because the patterns are so easy, you can use any kind of fabric because it's going to, you know, to put more accent on the fabric. So yeah, these two, they are not so bad. Here you have again, there are a lot of pages without, only with pictures. And here we have this coat, and I really hope that this coat is going to be in the magazine, and it is. You get the coat for the plus sizes, and this one is really cool. The fabric is really nice, and you know, it's one of those coats that you can just wear open and very casual. This one is really nice. As you can see here, it has a two-piece sleeve. It has some there's a side panel here that is giving you also immediately the a nice seam to get some nice pockets in it, a drop shoulder, so not a lot of fitting there going on. And this one is also in sizes 46 to 56. Now we get to the best of patterns, and I must say that I really like this one. So this one, and do they put it here? They don't put it here, but again on the on the website you can see exactly from where these patterns are coming from, which issues. This one is really nice. It's a wrap sweater, something. It has 3 deep darts here at the elbow. It's really nice. I really like this one. This one I think you can make it in a French terry or in a little bit thicker fabric. It's really cool. I only think that you need to be careful where these darts are coming, because I think they should come just a little bit higher, and that's going to also to create that croissant type of sleeve, but not very exaggerated. So I like that one. All right, the next one, what do we have next here? Lounge. We have another one that I really like, and I think this one is from a Burda Easy. The only thing that I will change here, I really like all these panels going on. I will not go to the color blocking. I'm really bad at it, so I'll definitely make it if I was going to make it in one color, but I'll just skip this pocket. Oh, I don't like these pockets. Nope, skip the pocket. Just make it like this. You can definitely make it as a dress also, make it a bit longer. And if you really want pockets in a dress, you can use these seams here to make your pockets. Possible. This one is also a good one. Another good one is this one here. I really like the shape of this neckline. This one is made, I think, in a cotton jersey, definitely. And it's also not so difficult to see to make, because you have the front, and the front is actually straight here. It's not like it's looking on her. And then you have the back, and then you have 2 pieces here, which I think they are getting cut double, because then you also finish your neckline immediately. I'm not sure how the front and the back necklines are finished with the little hem. I don't think they are double. And then you have the sleeves, so it's a really easy top, but I really like that square neckline, and in the back is also square, but it's a little bit higher. What do we have more here? We have one of the readers with a really cool coat. Oh, I love the coat. Very, very nice. We can see here really nice shaped welt pocket. Really cool. Yeah, it's a really nice coat, this one. All right. What do we have more? And I think that was everything, right? Well, almost. We can take a look at the pattern overview. And then we have here an overview for the next month. And I must say that there are some really cool patterns here. I'm kind of excited. We have some, again, simplicity is going to be the word for the plus patterns for next month, like this one probably too. I really like that coat, but the coat every month is a little bit much. They should give some nice dresses. We have here really cool leather jacket. Oh, that's really cool. It's looking really, really good. And it's not even Christmas, and they are talking about spring trends. This dress is looking very sexy and very nice. I'm really intrigued by it. It's not something that I'll wear very fast, but I think I'll make it just because it's so sexy and, I don't know, playful. And we have here, what is this? The New Romantic. Well, some satin stuff we are going to get. So this was everything. I think this was going to be a really long one. I don't know how long I'm talking here. So we can take a look at the patterns again. Left and right, they are not the same, just because on these digital versions they're always messed up. So we are going to take a look at the technical drawings here. So from this page, what we can see here, I'm going to say that the best of this month, they are quite good. I really like this top, also in combination with the dress. And I will say that from the plus size, I don't know. The coat is nice. Definitely the coat is a nice one. This one's are really great patterns for simple for more special fabrics. And the jumpsuit is not bad as long as you make it with a really nice fit and add some ties here, and definitely think about making those legs a little bit wider. I think that's a nice option. The men's jacket also nice. Oops, I'm going to, let's see. So the men's jacket is also nice, definitely something to remember. And then if we go to the next ones, okay, so you know, I'm so intrigued about this stupid skirt here, because you can see here they show, of course, the front of the garment, but then you see here this one. I don't know. Think about it. Let's see. Again, this one is a really simple top, but then again can be really nice for in combination with some high waist pants or even a skirt. What do we like from here? The blue dress is not so bad actually. I really like this ponte knit top, absolutely. The blouse 14 is also nice. I love coat 17, and this one, of course, blouse 106 is pretty much the same blouse 110, but just because they changed a little bit the cuffs, they put it as a complete different pattern, but it's not. And also, let's not forget this dress here, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so this was Burda 1 2026, you know, but of course I would like to hear your opinions on it. I'm happy to be back with my Burdas. And I'm really sorry for my voice doing crazy stuff sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. Again, I think it's a quite okay Burda. There are some nice patterns. Yeah, I'm really curious to see your opinions on this one. It's a mixed one. I'm really happy that they added also a man pattern, and I think the jacket is actually pretty nice. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you next time here on the channel. Bye!